Welcome back to Stampede Wrestling fans. This should be a treat for each and every one of you wrestling purists. This is going to be a catch-as-catch-can clinic in our main event today, featuring two of the young lions of WOW, TJ Wilson of the Honor Roll, and Harry Smith, of course, the son of the legendary British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, who, by the way, is at ringside watching his son in this matchup. He and his wife, Diana, the proud parents of Harry Smith, taking in the action this week on Stampede Wrestling.
Wait a minute. There's something a little suspicious going on here. Now, my partner, Richard Pound, has his hemorrhoid problems. He's not here tonight. And all of a sudden, Davey Boy shows up. He crawls from under his rock or whatever. He figures that Richard Pound isn't here. He won't get beat up, so now he's going to show up to support the young puppy dog.
You really are incorrigible, Bad News. You know, like most people know, Bad News, that Davey Boy has been looking after some personal issues. It is a pleasure to see him back here in the Ogden Legion Hall in Calgary. We look forward to seeing him once again toiling in the WWF. And who knows, very, very soon, Bad News, your wish may just become reality. Remember, be careful of what you ask for. You just might get it.
Well, I hope to get it, because I'm telling you now, if he's coming back here, I'm happy, because, like I said before, we put in a lot of time, a lot of training, the principal and myself, and we want to see him back here in the square circle so we could kick his ass from one end of this building to the other.
Davey Boy Smith, one of the preeminent performers to come from the UK. He is looking in tremendous shape, and again, he and his wife Diana sitting at ringside along with the patriarch Stu Hart. They are going to be looking on with vested interest. They are going to be looking on with pride as the son, the 14-year-old Harry Smith, is set to do battle with TJ Wilson, and this should be a barn burner. Again, as I mentioned, Bad News, if you're a fan of professional wrestling, the application of holds and counter holds, the high-flying action, this match is going to be tailor-made to your satisfaction.
Wait a minute. 2 weeks ago or a week ago, you said that this Harry Smith was 20, 13. Now he's 14. I wish you'd make up your mind. Next time you're going to say the guy just got out of diapers, right?
Beautiful elbow catches Wilson under the jaw. He may have had a birthday, Bad News. And another hooking lariat leveling TJ Wilson, and so far it's all Harry Smith.
Well, I tell you one thing. You see all the Harts out here. You got Ross Hart in this corner. You got his father over there looking proud. You got his mother, Diana, over there. You got his grandfather, Stu. You got his aunt over there, Georgia. Who else is here? I mean, half this audience are Harts related to him.
Smith's future is so bright, he needs to wear sunglasses at night. And right now, he picks up Wilson, has him over the shoulder, taking a page out of his dad's playbook with a running power slam. Could this be it? No, only a 2.
No, you're going to have to do more than that. I mean, come on, this man is from the Honor Roll, TJ Wilson. He knows how to take it and dish it out, too. You're going to have to do more than that to beat him.
Smith.
And stop interrupting me when I'm talking.
I'm trying to call a wrestling match here,
Well, I'm telling you what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to do more than that to pin him.
Hooks the leg. Granted, you're right, TJ Wilson possesses all of the tools. He is going to probably cultivate a very successful professional wrestling career.
And I will see to it. You can guarantee that.
The only thing that may preclude him from any success is the people he associates with.
What are you talking about? Everybody that I've gotten in contact with has been successful.
Float-out escape into a hurricane rana by Harry Smith. Mamma mia, you talk about electrifying. This youngster has the fans at the Ogden Legion Hall totally behind him 100%, and there's Wilson turning it into a powerbomb. Jackknife cover, only a 2.
Beautiful move.
What are you doing here, chicken Nazi? You get out of here, you idiot!
Now Wilson picking up Smith by the hair, trying to slow things down, although he can fly with the best of them.
Oh, he sure can. He can wrestle, he can mat wrestle, he can fly, he can break the rules. Of course, that's the way it should be.
Wilson with a devastating backbreaker. That'll realign Smith's spine. Goes for the cover. A cocky one at that. Only gets a 2 count.
Come on, he knows he's got to punish the young puppy dog before he pins him. He's got to put a hurting on him.
And the fans now rallying behind Harry Smith with chants of "Go, Harry, go!"
I can't believe these beer bottles sharecropper.
And when you get the opportunity, I want you to go to www.stampedewrestling.com to the world backbreaker by Wilson, when you go on to StampedeWrestling.com, you'll find out the latest news, find out where Stampede Wrestling is coming to a town near you, and also check out the latest and greatest line of Starter WOW Stampede Wrestling athletic wear, brought to you by Starter, the #1 name in athletic apparel.
Let's get back to this match. I can't believe I keep saying it week in and week out how slow this referee is.
Here's
Look at this.
Wilson with a leg drop
Oh.
and a 2.
He could have counted to 15 already.
Now Wilson.
Look at this, Wilson. Look at this move.
Springboard into the elbow drop. Beautifully executed.
Look at Diana Hart. She's over there with a hand in front of her face.
Only a 2 count, however, as Harry Smith is able to lift that right shoulder.
Hey, Diana Hart, there's no crying in wrestling. If your son got in that square circle, he's got to learn to take it too.
Irish whip by Wilson. Sunset flip by Smith. 2 count.
Whoa,
Wilson
what a
responds
drop
with
kick.
a drop kick. Both these youngsters want to make a big splash. They know they're on television. They know. And Wilson, you bet, is cognizant of the fact that Harry Smith's parents are here. His grandparent is here. His aunts and uncles, as you alluded to.
That's
Bad
right.
news. He wants to embarrass Harry Smith, and right
That's
now
right.
has him in a fireman's carry. Oh, into the over the shoulder, into the back breaker. Hooks the leg. Could this be it? Only garners a 2.
And I told him, I gave him specific instructions that if he does embarrass him, he's got a nice little bonus coming to him.
That was a brutal backbreaker, and Harry Smith feeling the effects on his spine. And now T.J. Wilson continues to work over Smith. There's a clubbing forearm, another one to the back. There's a kick to the ribs.
That's it.
This match represents the future of WOW, 2 of the hungry young lions.
I tell you, the young puppy dog is taking a beating here.
Wilson, no, wait a minute. Reversal by Smith. Goes
Look
into
at
the
that
corner.
move.
Tip up by Wilson. Monkey flip. Smith lands on his feet. Ducks the clothesline. Misses with the spin kick. Kick into the breadbasket by Wilson. Irish whip now. Smith comes off the ropes. Beautiful backflip escape. Into the fireman's carry. Oh, beautifully executed.
Unbelievable.
Inverted DVD.
Kick out.
Hooks the leg. Only a 2. Wrestling fans, this is what it's all about. Stampede Wrestling. 2 of the most talented youngsters on the independent circuit right now. Pump handle into the over-the-shoulder.
I tell you one thing, I give the 2 young boys some credit. You're not going to see this kind of wrestling up in Stanford and down there in Atlanta.
These 2 youngsters are hungry. These 2 youngsters putting on a catch-as-catch-can clinic. Neither wanting to give a quarter. None taken. Back into the fireman's carry now.
Wait a minute, what is this Ross giving advice?
He calls that the taint. Only a 2 count.
Smart move.
Member of the honor roll. There's Detroit Davis paying with a forearm back. One for Thomas E. Wolf. The fans
What the heck
are
is going on?
electrified by Harry Smith, the one-man wrecking crew. Now with a forearm on Yates. Oh, but Silverstein from behind with a go. Wait, Ross Hart, his uncle.
He's got his 2
Blood
cents in
is
it now.
thicker than water. And now Ross Hart has injected himself into this match as he and Yates now exchanging blows. Referee Oscar Wilde
That's it.
admonishing Wilson. Meanwhile, Harry Smith is being brutalized on the outside. He has finally rolled in, his carcass rolled back into the ring.
I love it. That's what he gets.
For
when he-
once, I'd like to see the honor roll banned from ringside so
No,
we can
wait.
see a pure professional wrestling match, the kind the fans want and deserve.
Well, open your eyes. That's what you're seeing right now in the middle of the ring
all
there.
those extraneous activity, inverted atomic
Watch
drop.
this move.
All the way. Oh, beautifully executed somersault diamond cutter. Corkscrew diamond cutter, but Smith is able to put his leg on the bottom rope.
What's with this referee? Man, is he slow.
These 2 youngsters, innovators. These 2 youngsters, risk takers. They are accomplished mat technicians. They are high flyers. All they need is the experience, and they will be huge stars in Stampede Wrestling. Out of the corner, tornado DDT, and
Beautiful
that
move.
devastates Harry Smith.
Look at his father, the senior bulldog over there. He's crying too. Davey boy, there's some crying in wrestling. I told you that.
Wilson systematically dismantling Harry Smith. Goes for the... Wait a minute! Smith responds with a spine buster and puts him over with a jackknife cover. Harry Smith pulls out the victory in impressive fashion this week on Stampede Wrestling. What do you have to say about that, Bad News? And now all hell's breaking loose. Davey Boy Smith has had enough from the sidelines. He wanted his son to fight his own battles, but he had seen enough. And Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, with that cane. Wrestling fans, you've just seen what the future of Stampede Wrestling looks like, and you know it's a bright one. Harry Smith and TJ Wilson putting on a catch-as-catch-can clinic, and in very impressive fashion, Harry Smith records another victory. And now, without further ado, really no introduction is needed. You can hear it for yourself. The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Nice to have you back in Stampede Wrestling, Davey Boy.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be in Calgary. It's a pleasure to be here in Stampede Wrestling. And I'm proud of my son. I trained him to do everything that I did, and he did it tonight to TJ Wilson.
You know what's very impressive? Your father, Harry, you have to be very proud of the fact that you're able to record such an impressive victory in front of your dad. He allowed you to fight your own battle. At the end, it was just a case of the numbers against you. Your dad didn't want to see any more of that. He came to help you out, and something tells me that the team of the British Bulldogs just might run roughshod here in Stampede Wrestling. What do you have to say about that? He is speechless. He knows what he's done. Davey Boy, again, it's that gentleman right down there, Bad News Allen, week in and week out. We know what you've had to go through in the past few weeks. We don't have to discuss that right now. Davey Boy, you're looking better than ever. Is there going to come a day where you're finally going to get your hands again on that pernicious, that idiot, Principal Richard Pound?
I'll get my hands on Principal Pound in a cage match, and I guarantee you, I will be my son's tag team partner right here. Any comers, any time, any day, the British Bulldogs have reunited. The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, and the British Bulldog, Harry Smith.
Without a doubt, the British Bulldogs, two of the most popular competitors here in Stampede Wrestling.
Okay, let me tell you, Beer Belly Sharecroppers, one thing. TJ Wilson, I'm totally disappointed in what happened tonight. You actually lost in the middle of this ring to the young puppy dog, Bulldog, Harry Smith. But I'm going to ask Mrs. B. She's going to decide this, and she's going to tell us what should be done with you.
He should be severely punished for losing, Bad News.
I agree with you 100%. Master Yates, what do you think should be done?
You know what, Bambi? I think you're absolutely right. TJ Wilson, you have no idea what Ruffy Silverstein went through to borrow those tapes of Davey Boy Smith to get you prepared for tonight. You messed up bad. The principals can be very upset with you, so now I have to take this into my own hands. You get down and give me 10 right now, mister.
Wait. Viper, be my guest. Be my guest. This is what happens when you lose at the honor roll.
All right, hold on, calm down.
Ruffy? No way, shape, or form, are you? Okay, just leave him there like a piece of garbage. Tell me, Master Yates, what do you think?
What I think, Mr. Wilson had Mr. Smith beat until that little puke, that little chicken, You know who I'm talking about. Ross Hart interfered. Ross Hart, you stick your nose into my business, in the honor-roll business, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put 2 of my best guys up, 2 of my new guys. You get your little Harry Smith and any partner he wants. I don't really care if it's his father, Ross Hart, Bruce Hart, or even his mother. We already had our way with her already. I'll tell you what, bad news. We're going to have a little treat for those 2. Going to sit my 2 guys up. TJ Wilson, Dwight the Flight. We got a little treat. We're coming to Harlow Incorporated, and we're going to really get them. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. And remember this, keep this in mind, TJ Wilson. The next time you lose, and especially to a Hart, this is what's going to happen to you.